Hello everyone, H0 here again back with another quick movie review. I'm probably going to talk a little bit longer about this one because it is one of those prophetic kind of films. This one is The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and directed by Danny Boyle. And Danny Boyle is also known for doing 28 Days Later, which I will eventually also review later on, much later on. It's about this guy that goes to this remote beach with two other patrons that he meets in Thailand, and it's like the ultimate paradise island. You really have nothing to worry about. And to all you stoners out there, there's a giant weed field, but the catch is that the Thailand farmers don't really share it, and they really don't want anyone else coming to the island. Um, I'm assuming it's implied that they're selling it to certain people and they don't want the authorities to know. That's why they don't like people coming on there. But they struck a deal with the main leader of the community in the group saying, you can live here, just don't bring in more people or tell anyone about this place. And the main character, Richard, he comes across one of the patrons in his hotel room, I think on the other side next to the couple that he meets. And he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I think he tells him about the place and he even leaves a map, but the catch is that later on he ends up dying. I think he killed himself, ended up slitting his wrist, and I think it came back later in the movie of why he did it, but I want to say he was banished and he had nowhere else to go, in his life or whatnot. That's probably why he did it. But yeah, it's one of those movies where it gets you really thinking, would you really leave everything behind in your old world to live on a paradise island? It's pretty much the ultimate real world, and just live off the land. You have to worry about no bills, everything that's going on here right now in our main society is mainly the whole main question. And that was another thought I was going to touch on. I'm trying to remember now. It'll come to me. Let me see. Dang, I completely forgot. Well, I'll probably tell someone in the comment section, but it does really raise that question. Also later in the movie, would you kill, to keep that ultimate paradise? And there's a lot of morality that goes on in the film as well. When one of the characters is bitten by a shark, has gangrene, and he doesn't really want to go to he does want to go to the main coast, but he can't tell anyone how it happened. And Richard ends up killing him. Spoiler alert. And that's pretty much it. I think the book interpreted that scene and a few other major scenes a little bit differently. I know one of the major differences is that Richard is British in the book, and here he's American. So that was one difference, and it was a few others. If you go to Cinefix, I might shoot a link in the description if I can remember. They break this movie down. What's the difference between the book and the movie? And it was a while ago since I saw it, so I really can't remember off the top of my head. But the only major one I remember is where Richard, the main character, was from, and of course the extra tidbits that's in between in the books, because most of the books have more scenes of exploration versus a movie where you're condensed down so much. Well, that's it for my review, and talk to you guys later.